Welcome to P&G's Expatriate Compensation Training. Please click each section to view each training topic. If you're considering a temporary international assignment, it's important to understand how your compensation and pay will be calculated. As you watch this video, please note this does not cover all the relocation and compensation support available to you under the expatriate policy. Instead, this is focused on items generally paid to you via your monthly expatriate payslip. To start, let's clarify some expatriate compensation terms. Home country, your residential base where your salary and long-term benefits are managed from. Host country, your temporary assignment location where your pay will be delivered. Norms, your contribution towards expenditures in the host country. Allowances, the additional support you may receive towards incremental living expenses in the host country. Maximums, the amounts P&G supports toward key allowances such as housing and utilities. FX rate, the P&G internal treasury rate used to convert your monthly home country pay into host country currency. Cost of living index, the point difference between the home and host country in regard to cost of goods and services. Compensation. Please note, P&G uses an external company to conduct regular surveys for all home and host country combinations to ensure up-to-date competitive norms, allowances, maximums, and COLI are used in the calculation of expatriate pay. Now, let's take a look at the four basic expatriate compensation categories: taxes, goods and services, housing and utilities, and your reserve. Let's start with taxes, which include federal, state, provincial, and cantonal taxes, as well as Social Security. You pay what is known as a hypothetical tax, which approximates what you would have paid at home. You can see your taxes in your My Expatriate payslip, as the goal is to have you pay approximately the same taxes as your home country peer. P&G will review your actual tax obligations and pay any additional tax you incur due to your assignment. Goods and services cover your typical average spending patterns for items like food, clothing, recreation, transportation. P&G calculates a home goods and services norm based on the average of what you'd spend on these items at home. Your goods and services norm will be adjusted to better reflect any changes in your situation, such as when there is a change in your home base salary or family size. This means as your spending power increases or decreases, your host allowances fluctuate in line with the actual situation. Housing and utilities cover expenses like mortgage, rent, maintenance, electricity, water, and heating. P&G calculates your home housing and utility norm by using statistical data from our supplier to calculate what you would be expected to spend at home on these items. Please note your housing norm will be set for the duration of your assignment as long as you rent at or below your maximum. However, your utility maximum will be adjusted twice annually and your utility norm once annually. You can see your housing and utility maximum and your norm contribution in the header section of your My Expatriate payslip. The last of the compensation categories is your reserve. P&G realizes you'll likely want to transfer some of your salary home to cover financial commitments. We therefore support you sending home your total monthly home compensation home every month. You can see your total home compensation amount in your My Expatriate payslip. In doing so, P&G understands you may experience losses due to exchange rates or bank charges, so P&G allows you to claim any such losses. More information on how exchange rate protection works is included with this video link. Your overall monthly compensation. Let's examine the three sections making up your total My Expatriate payslip: home compensation, host allowances, and local payroll payments and deductions, which could include loans, mobile phone, parking fees, etc. Let's start with your home compensation, which covers 5 areas. First, we have your gross salary, which follows your home salary plan and home country rules. This means your home salary is maintained and delivered across the same pay periods as if you were at home. Next, we have the hypothetical taxes and social insurances. This is an approximation of the taxes you would have paid had you remained home. Expatriate hypothetical taxes are updated according to any government tax legislation changes in your home country, but may not change in the same month as the government changes. So retroactive adjustments will be made if applicable. Benefits and plans added or deducted. This reflects your individual contributions to government or company benefits and may increase or decrease depending on your actual situation. Then there's your net after-tax plans. This is the sum of your salary, less taxes, Social Security, and country or company mandatory benefits and plans that you are enrolled in, followed by any individual voluntary benefits in which you're enrolled. There are also 2 extra payment types for eligible expats. The first is location premium, which is paid by P&G for difficult living conditions in the host country, and second is duplicate housing cost support, which is paid to eligible expats who retain their unrented house at home and meet certain criteria. If you want to know more, refer to the policy summary document under the section Housing, Home Location. Host allowances. What are they? How do they work? Host allowances are paid on a net basis. As P&G pays the taxes on your behalf, they are paid to ensure you can maintain a lifestyle appropriate for P&G expats. The eligibility for host allowances depends on your situation and will be adjusted if changes occur. They also change monthly in line with the FX and COLI changes. Host allowances could include a cost of living allowance that helps you maintain approximately the same level of purchasing power for items you would typically have purchased at home. A supplemental allowance to ensure you have about the same degree of spending power as your host peer. A housing allowance, which helps to give appropriate housing in the host country based on your family size, salary, and housing market. This allowance is the lower of your housing max or rent minus your housing norm. Note, if you rent above your housing maximum, your housing allowance will be based on the housing maximum rather than your actual rent. Remember, your housing maximum and housing norm are calculated at the start of your assignment, based on your current salary and family size. Housing maximum and housing norms are locked for the duration of your assignment, granted you don't rent above your max or move voluntarily. P&G also offers a below host housing maximum incentive if you initially rent below your housing maximum. This is a percentage of the difference saved up to a cap. More information on BHHMI can be found in the policy summary document under the heading below Host Housing Maximum Incentive, or BHHMI. In addition, P&G provides a utility allowance, provided your norm is lower than the maximum. And if you purchase a car purchase allowance, if the standard costs to purchase a car in the host is more expensive than the home. Location-dependent allowances. As well as 2 location-dependent allowances, you will receive a home leave allowance to cover you and your family making an annual visit home, based on the most direct round-trip, restricted economy airfare between the host city and your home country. You may also qualify for a hardship travel allowance if living conditions in the host country are extreme due to political instability, lack of recreational facilities, concern for personal safety, or even environmental issues. STAR Award. If you're eligible for STAR, Short-Term Achievement Reward, the payment will show up under the heading STAR Award in your payslip in the appropriate month. The award is based on your home country compensation program less applicable hypothetical taxes. Stock options and restricted stock unit awards. If you exercise stock options or have RSUs settle while on assignment, generally, any resulting cash will be paid via your host local payroll net of hypothetical home country taxes. There is special exchange rate protection available when you sell stock options or RSUs. If you have these awards, please refer to the policy summary for more information. Split families. We realize that there may be a need for special family arrangements, so P&G provides flexibility to meet employees' career interests and objectives and family needs, as well as the company's business needs by providing temporary split family support. More details of the split family process can be found in the policy summary document under the section Split Family Transfers. Final important reminders. Remember, your Cartis consultant is available to address any questions you may have. And be sure to keep your Cartis consultant informed of any changes in your personal situation for things such as family size changes, home housing changes, work schedule changes, as these may impact your pay. Your host allowance will increase or decrease in line with changes in your host location and your personal situation. You can send money home safe in the knowledge you're protecting against your home portion of income. To summarize, P&G applies a home-based balance sheet approach, wherein P&G deducts hypothetical home taxes and requires normative home country costs for housing, utilities, goods and services, and cars. P&G then pays host allowances for incremental costs associated with living abroad, keeping your purchasing power comparable to a home and host peer. P&G also pays the actual taxes on your expatriate pay while on assignment. Finally, it is important to note that any host allowances provided are not given for financial acceleration, and they are not meant to be an exact calculation of the difference between your home and host actual spending. We hope this video has given you a good understanding of expatriate compensation. As part of your onboarding email, we've attached two important documents: the policy summary and your My Expatriate Payslip for offer, which provides your estimated salary based on today's data and your current living situation. You can see the payments you're eligible for, but please note this does not include your housing allowance unless you have already chosen the place where you will live in the host location. We strongly advise you to review the policy summary so you fully understand the policy behind the payments. We wish you and your family a rewarding experience on your expatriate assignment. Thank you for helping P&G continue to win.